Hey guys, it's Daniel with Advanced Angel Cards. I'm just popping in for a brief, and I know I say that a lot, but this truly is a brief video. It's almost, I guess you could say, a response video, but I don't like to think of it that way. It's more of about a different viewpoint, a different opinion. So I put up that very impromptu video on how to make prayer beads. I got a huge response from that. So much, in fact, I'll probably be redoing the video in a more prepared format, showing more details, including the new way I'm finishing off the beads, so that they maintain a nice circular structure and then still have dropped down to what would be called the invocation bead or the guru bead. Forgive my appearance. I've been a little under the weather. I'm trying to work on the book. We've been doing the channelings, and I'm a little unkempt right now. But as usual, my videos, when I record them like this, are very impromptu. I get the inspiration, I get the information, I just do it. So bear with me if my voice goes a little goofy. Particularly what I want to speak to you about today is the traditional 108 mala beads. Now, when I did the video for meditation beads or prayer beads, I was demonstrating just a simple mini set. The traditional Tibetan set is 108 beads. This is one I've just recently made. And I like to incorporate the marker beads to kind of break it up into quadrants. You see a little blue bead there. And this is like a zebra wood. And these are, I think, 10 millimeter beads. It's a nice large, has a nice feel, a nice set to it. There is the Swarovski element bead I use as the guru bead with the hamsa on it. So you can see there how I made this one. It runs straight through that blue bead, whereas the other ones almost came down to a point and then through that last bead, which traditionally is how the mala beads are made. Now, what I want to get to here is that when I was speaking about using them, I was giving examples how to use them, and this is where I've had a few people politely suggest to me that I was teaching wrong and I shouldn't be conveying that lesson unless I know what I'm talking about. The bottom line is this: traditional Sanskrit mantra meditations that are done, because I actually do know what I'm talking about, with a 108 bead mala strand. You begin with the guru bead. That's your first bead. You have 108 beads, which you will recite over and over again, and you will simply use the beads as markers so you know you've done them 108 times, because it should always be done in multiples of 9. So you begin with your Sanskrit mantra, for instance, Ananda Hum. So you would do, and there's much more advanced Sanskrit than that. For our purposes, I'm using Ananda Hum. So you would count off Ananda Hum, Ananda Hum, Ananda Hum, Ananda Hum, all the way around. When you get back to the guru bead, you don't cross over it and continue. You're supposed to rotate the set and then head back the other way all the way around. Whether it's a new mantra or you want to do several sets of the same mantra, that is how it's traditionally used. It is also traditionally used over the middle finger, like this. The belief system of that is that, and it's factual, your digits all hold a frequency. Typically, whether you use Chinese medicine or whatever structure you would use, and I'm not actually positive it's positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, or is it negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. Bottom line is each one alternates a different frequency. Aside from that, you have the belief system in traditional Tibetan practices that this index finger, it's the finger of blame, which tends to hold negativity. It also contains the power of Jupiter, whereas the middle finger is the power of Saturn. Jupiter is red, fire, so on and so forth. Saturn is the cool, it's blue, it's more of a calming energy. So traditionally it will always be done over the middle finger, and always with the right hand, because you are sending out the vibes, it's your transmission. This is if you wish to be pigeonholed, and if you believe that this energy has limitation. And this is the point of this whole message. Firstly, being a Reiki master, we've learned basically that your middle finger is termed your fire finger. It is your power finger. It is where all the energy emanates. So the argument could be had that the middle finger then is the appropriate finger to do these meditations on. But the reason they don't do it on the index finger is because they said the energy is too strong, and it's a fire energy, and you'll burn up your beads, energetically speaking. The bottom line is this. They've given me the message to bring to you today as I've been channeling these texts. The lessons that we are channeling into this book, the lessons that the collective is sharing with us, are messages that the masters all through time have been bringing to this planet. The difference is, because we are a society that is evolving and ascending at this point in time, in our linear time span of this planet, the rules have slightly changed. First of all, there never was a limitation to the energy, but because things are happening so fast and things are occurring so more rapidly, and there's such a exponential increase in the energy coming to the planet, as we're evolving, this too all evolves. With that comes understanding that there is no limiting energy. The practice of doing meditation beads is a simple method to focus the mind through a mechanical exercise that keeps you in the moment. I will go out on a limb and say it doesn't matter what finger you do it or what hand you use, because that is not only limiting the energy, but that may be, for some, excluding them from doing this exercise. I will also say, if you can't seem to grow comfortable or have the coordination, or if it just doesn't feel right to do it the traditional way over the middle finger, which honestly 90% of the times I do it over my index finger, it seems to flow better, then don't claim that you're doing a traditional Tibetan Sanskrit mantra mala bead meditation. That's all. That's your loophole. Don't let anybody label you or tell you in any way, shape, or form that anything you're doing to express your inner divine being is wrong or inappropriate or what have you. It's whatever resonates with you. That is the right way for you in your truth, in your reality. And they asked me to come and express that to you. In doing so, I'm taking the opportunity, I guess, to respond to people who post things to Facebook that you're not doing something right, or you're not doing something the way it should be done. Because if anything, as an evolved civilization, that we should learn is there is no should. It is all up to a personal, experiential interpretation. So with that, I thank you for listening. Any commentary, any input, any questions you have about either making prayer beads, or if you're interested in perhaps having a set of my prayer beads, you certainly can reach out to me either through comments, through the Facebook page, facebook.com/advanced angel cards. Pardon me. Daniel at advancedangelcards.com, or simply by calling me. You can call me directly. The kind of 1-800 number, so to speak, although it's not a 1-800 number, is the Google Voice Angel Hotline, which is 747-444-1022. And I'll be certainly happy to talk to anybody who wants to discuss this topic. Or, I had no idea when I made that video I was going to get so much buzz on it, mostly all positive. But then a few people had pointed out to me about some other YouTube users saying that some of the things I was offering, for instance, a set of 44 beads, because it's not a multiplication, a factor of 9, and looping around and around, was all wrong. So I just wanted to respond to that, to let any of my viewers, anyone who sees this video, understand, in the end, we are all in our free will to do what we want to do and express our divinity in our own unique way. So you do it however it resonates with you, because the end result is exactly the same. Thank you, my friends, and have a wonderful, wonderful week.